Hello there, and welcome back to the Disconnected. I am running through some of my favorite physical media releases of 2022, and this next one might be slightly controversial for some people because this is going to be us discussing best packaging. So, best packaging, why would that be controversial? There are a lot of people that view this hobby and industry as overwhelmingly wasteful. And honestly, I can see a lot of that. These slipcovers, these boxes, they take up a lot of space. They take up a lot of time and energy and money and make these things limited in a way that they don't need to be. And I get that. However, I love these films and I love to see them get treated with this immense level of respect as well. And for me, that includes the completeness of the package and what we can do to make these appealing and something that we go back to as very important to us. And I've got four here that I really wanted to highlight from this year, and a couple of these are styles that people kind of hate, honestly, and I get that. I'm going to highlight why I love some of them and what makes them the best for me. But you are free to have absolutely differing opinions, and this is where I'm going to seek it out in the comments below. Please let me know. Let me know what you like about these. What was your favorite packaging of the year? What you would like to see different about packaging? Maybe one other thing is what films you think could make for some of the best packaging that we don't have great releases for yet, because there are a lot of artistic ideas that you could apply to some films that we still have coming out through the next year and in the future as physical media continues to be in this really interesting period. So the four that I chose, one of them is a little dated packaging. It's been out for a couple of years, but I think it's sort of like a trusty go-to, and that is the Vinegar Syndrome VSU packaging. I chose Cloak and Dagger because I think the artwork on this is incredible, but the whole hard box idea I really like. I think that it allows us to have some really great artwork for a film like this. There's a magnet clasp, which is aesthetically very, very pleasing to the touch, and it keeps it obviously nice and sturdy together. On the inside, the ribbon is just a gorgeous touch, and then to shower this with extra artwork is great, but it also allows for us to have a really nice booklet, and they deliver. This is a really great booklet, lots of information, lots of pictures, and then we have a slipcover on the inside. We've got more art that we can put on the title, and then just like that, there's a wrap on the inside of the film that we can look at and put even more art. So a release like this allows for a film to be completely covered with lots of different artistic choices, and thankfully with most of the VSUs, they've done that in a way that at least keeps it interesting. Next one I'm going to discuss, this one is very special primarily for the contents of the film, and that is the recent release from Arrow, Wolf of Wall Street in 4K. This hardbox release has the side come out, and because of what this film is about, it's very money forward. We got this nice leather wallet looking approach, and when you open it up, they made some interesting choices this year. This is a very different style packaging that we normally get from somebody like Arrow. We have a booklet on this side that comes out of the side of the wallet. We have this fake $100 bill that you can see lots of nods to the film on there. As you can see, we have the 4K release coming out of the other sleeve of the wallet. We've got this really nice shiny little emblem on this side. The picture of cocaine is just hilarious, and then it's even textured differently, which is amazing. And then on the top here, these little cards, they come out with all kinds of little details on the film, and they are just a wonderful addition to what they could have done for this film, especially that. I mean, to get the little cocaine flakes is amazing, but it's just such a nice touch for a film that they could have just put out a little 4K release and called it a day. But they added bonus features, they added this beautiful packaging, and gave a lot of respect to a film that I really love. Next one is my last kind of single title release that I wanted to talk about, and this one is getting a lot of love this year for lots of reasons. The packaging, I think, is just one small part of this, actually. that is the film Drive in 4K from Second Sight. This release is intense. This is for one film, and it's this big. This was the limited edition release, of course. It's really nice, I gotta say. It's got this little J card holder on the bottom, and then when you have this, it comes out of the sleeve. This is in itself this hard box, and then on the inside, you've got this nice little like file folder to hold everything. That is also a hard box. So everything is very, very protected on this release. But then on the inside, this is where everything is just extra special. We've got two different full-length books. We've got the novelization here, and it is very long. I mean, this is almost 200 pages long. We've got this hardback book that is very long, as you can see, and this has photos, this has comics. This is difficult to flip through on screen, but I will try. There's a couple of them. This one is very long. This is almost 240 pages long. We've got all of their art cards and lobby cards in here. And then the important thing, the film itself. The 4K here looks fantastic, loaded with special features. But to get all of this for one film is astonishing. Was it necessary? No, but for somebody that tries to ingest every aspect of these releases that I possibly can, did I love that? I sure as hell did. And I don't think many films deserve this specific type of treatment, but Drive, with the impact that it has had over the last, 12 years now, I believe, it has been immense. And yes, it's a very like film bro type of movie, but this is a film that is wonderfully made, and I'm stoked to see it get this type of release and respect still in 2022. Okay, this is the last one. This type of packaging, people seem to love or hate, and for some reason, it just connects with me. I love this packaging, and I love these releases, and I hope they keep going for years. They have a huge catalog. They can do this for a long time. And that release is the Columbia Classics release from Sony. First of all, it's got this giant J card that they keep on the back that lists all the tech specs for the film and all that. But the good stuff is on the inside. This is the third volume of the Columbia Classics, and obviously this is very high quality. Everything here is will pass the knock test. They've got the artwork from the films that are included, and it is just immense overall. So the way that this is built, there is a giant book in the back. You can see there's this nice little pocket for it, and the book is really well made. It is a hardback book. It's got quotes from the films and quotes from some other films. It's got a lot of pictures in here. There are digital copies of the films. When you open this up, you can see there is this special disc in the back here mounted into the book, so that's really nicely handled. And then the important stuff, the films itself, we've got this opening mechanism that is going to be a little difficult to show on camera, but when you pull these forward, it shows the Columbia logo, which is really nice. I like the way that they do this, and technically you can display this with the Columbia logo visible, with all 6 films on each side visible as well and easy to pull out. The cool thing, each of the films come in their own release with specific discs for the film itself and its own special art. We get a slipcover for each film. They're all themed alike, at least. Here is From Here to Eternity. They've got a quote on the back. The films on the inside have the original artwork. And then we've got all kinds of stuff on top of the high quality Sony 4K restorations, which are always amazing. They're always killing it, because I think Sony is the best catalog restoring studio out there. They jump in a little bit further and go for all kinds of special features that we did not expect. There are radio adaptations of some of these films in here. There are interviews. There are alternate cuts. There is so much included in here. The back of it says featuring over 35 hours of special features. I don't know how they're doing this, but within like a month of these films going on the market, they are on sale for insanely cheap. Like this one has been available at I think like $70, and for 6 films in 4K, getting 4K restorations that are not available anywhere else, that have digital copies of the films, brand new special features. You get this book that adds to it. You've got everything that is a part of this release. $70 is a bargain. And some people, like on eBay, they are selling individual titles from this that people want, and they don't want the whole set for almost $70. I don't get it. You can buy the entire thing. Obviously, in international markets where it's a little difficult to get some of those titles, that makes sense. But yeah, if you are not paying attention, I understand that. But oh my gosh, like the fact that you can get Annie in 4K in this release and then not want it and sell it for $40, that pays for half of the release. It's crazy. Anyways, those are my 4 favorites for packaging for this year. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you've got one that you really want to highlight in the comments below. That's all I've got for packaging. I can't wait to see what we got next year and what really comes and blows our minds as far as some of these releases getting just ridiculously respectful and amazing, passionate releases from these labels. As always, from one collector to all of you, have a good night, and I'll see you in the next Best of 2022 video.